trap going crazy right now? Let me see if your trap is going crazy right now. Who's in the launch pad right now? Who's around their team right now? Who's a part of the synergy that we're a part of right now? I see y'all on JBL camera. I see you, Abby. Okay. I see all of y'all in there. I see the boss ladies. Okay, Seattle, y'all deep. Where y'all at though? Man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. For those who don't know who I am, I'm a chairman leader here in I Am Academy, Millionaire McCoy, Geo McCoy, here reporting live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm super excited right now because, baby, we're in something called Big Mo. We're riding the wave right now. This is momentum. Momentum is among us. And we don't just ride momentum. We take advantage of momentum. All right. And who you're about to hear from, is a momentum catalyst. So we got a special training for you guys tonight. All right. This is not spontaneous. Yes, it was promoted, earlier this morning, but this is not something spontaneous. My brother, he doesn't do anything without putting thought into it. And I know he has something that he prayed over, something that he really took his time out to put together to give to each and every single one of you tonight that I truly feel like will be the beginning or maybe that extra push to really get you in true momentum and push you over the edge. So you guys get ready to take some notes, get your papers, get your pens, get yourself right tonight. And we're going to go ahead and bring up the man, the myth, the legend himself. But before we do that, I just need to make sure the energy is right before he even hop on the call. I need you guys to go ahead, light up the chat box with some 777s real fast. Let me see if you guys are in tune. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention because this is a call that I truly feel like is going to really take you to that next level that you've been desiring all year. All right. Maybe you've had an explosive first half of the year. Maybe things have not been going as you planned. It does not matter what level you're on right now. Everybody's going to go next level with this information that's about to be given to you guys. So have that expectation, have that expectancy. All right. We're going to get right into it, man. This guy, he needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, man. This man has changed my life financially, but I could have got money in several different fields. I'm not really sure if everybody would have had the mentality, the skill sets, and the actual information that it took to reprogram me mentally. This guy has reprogrammed my wiring and literally changed the trajectory of where I could have been headed to. He's really a hero in my eyes. And, this is my brother, my business partner, somebody that I got the utmost amount of not only respect, but real love and admiration for. I strive to be like this guy in multiple ways, even though he's a few years younger than me. That's how impactful he's been in my life. And I know there's so many people on the line who have got some type of value from this gentleman. So please, without further ado, make sure you got your notes, make sure you're prepared. We're about to get right into this vital information. We got none other than Chairman 50 himself, Mr. Riyahd A. Jones. Riyahd, we on the line, bro?
My brother, what's going down? Can you hear me and see me?
Man, I can see you. I can hear you. Looking like money, bro.
You still I got a hoodie on?
It is definitely Hoodie Riyahd. It is definitely Hoodie Jones on the call right now. Sheesh!
Yo, what's going on? Listen, if I was y'all, I would drop in the chat box and let people know that Riyahd Jones or Cool Jones got a hoodie on, and it's about to be one of those. I've been sitting here, man. This call, like Gio said, it was promoted late, but this call was like I've been sitting on this little egg for a little minute, waiting to drop. Because I already know, like I said on the call last night, if you ain't listening to Mindset Mastery last night, you want to finish this call, double back, and go listen to the call last night. Because like I said, at the very end of the call, I see it. I know exactly what's about to happen. That's why I've been kind of just dropping laughing emojis everywhere, because I'm just so giddy, because I legit already know nothing that's about to happen is not about to surprise me at all. Like at all. I just need y'all to believe with me, because like I always say, God don't do nothing new. He already did it. The only thing he's waiting on is for people to believe it. And so I'm one of them people that just believe. Do I got some? Drop I believe in the chat if you believing with me. Right? Drop I believe in the chat. And if I made you a co-host, just help me out with the waiting room, please. right? Because nothing is about to surprise me. I already know it's about to happen. And I have a game plan. I have a strategy on exactly how we're about to get it done. Because it's one thing to have a goal for something. It's one thing to have a plan for something, but it's another thing to actually have strategy, a tangible plan to go to work with. And that's what we're going to be diving in tonight. So as you guys saw, the title of this call was the Builder's Blueprint, right? That's the title of the call, Builder's Blueprint. Because again, every builder has a blueprint. No building that you see when you pass it, it was built without a blueprint. So the blueprint is vital to you building anything, right? So that's what we're going to be diving in tonight. And so obviously the goal for what it is that we're doing is 15 chairmen, right? And what that breaks down to is 150 Platinum 1000s. So if you're on this call, that means you're on this call because you're about to be one of those Platinum 1000s, right? One way, shape, form, or another. I don't know when you're going to get it done, but you're on this call because you're about to be one. How do I know that? Because tonight you're going to get practical information, steps, what you need to do, right, on a week-to-week basis, the tools you need, the skills you need, the mindset you need, everything to get it done, right? So I'm excited, man. If y'all excited, drop some fire in the chat box and let me know how y'all feeling. Matter of fact, let me just unmute the lines real quick so I can feel y'all energy real fast. Boom.
Hey,
Let's
let's
go.
Let's
Go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Hallelujah.
Let's go.
Let's do it, man.
She said hallelujah.
Yo, let's do it, man. So the energy's right, the vibe is right. I got my hoodie on, so tonight is about to be one of those nights. So here's the first thing I want you guys to write down, because and the title for this section of your notes, because it's gonna be a lot of note taking, man. I'm gonna try to, not go too fast, not get in my bag too much to move at a too rapid of a rate where you can't write. Because if you listen, I guarantee you, if you write down what I say, put it into work. I dare you to apply what I'm about to teach right now. I double dog dare you. See, this isn't something that I'm trying. This is what I'm about to teach ain't new to me. I was telling my wife the other day, like, I just think I got another grace of teaching this information that I've already been knowing. Like, it just came to me in a way that's practical, broken down, and you really can't lose. And it came at the perfect time, right? So I'm telling you, if you take notes, and not just take notes with the plan that I'm finna apply what was said. I'm gonna try Cool Jones on this, and I'm gonna see if he's a liar. That's what I want you. I want you to try me to figure out if I'm lying. Right? So the first thing that you got to understand when it comes down to building is that the foundation of what you're building, or the foundation that you're building on, is more important than what you're actually building. Remember what we're talking about. This is the builder's blueprint. So the foundation on what you're building is more important than what you're actually building. There is no building that can be built without a sturdy foundation. At the building that I'm living in, this is my last month here. Praise God, I'm moving out. But the building that I live on the 20th floor, or the 21st floor in this building. And this building could not go to 21 feet without having the strong foundation, without having the proper foundation. So when you're building something major, when you're trying to build an empire, something huge, imagine how sturdy the foundation is going to be, or will have to be. So what does your foundation need to be based on? Your foundation needs to be based on the word, right? Your foundation needs to be based on the word. Why the word? Because the word, it doesn't change. It doesn't lie. And what the word says is that all things are possible to those that believe. So whatever the thing that I'm believing for, I'm going to put that in that all. So Platinum 1000 is possible for me if I believe. That's my foundation. Chairman 10 is possible for me if I believe. That's my foundation. So I can build upon that because that doesn't change. It would be hard for me to build on a lot of things that change, but having that word, your goal, what you speak, that can't lie when you start to speak it and you start to believe it. So it's not just what you're building, it's the foundation that you're building it on. So that's the first thing you want to know when it comes down to building. If you got it, say, I got it in the chat. This is my way of slowing down. I'll be telling y'all to drop stuff in the chat tonight so I can keep myself, from moving a little bit too fast, because y'all know how I get. But I want to make sure that this information is just not, just doesn't inspire you. All right. I want this to be practical information that you can say, man, I got a game plan. I know exactly what I need, what every builder needs. I got a strategy. I got a plan. Right. And now you just got to work it. Right. So the first thing building requires is a strong foundation. Your foundation has to be built on some type of word. Your word. All things are possible to those that believe. That's my foundation. That's what I build on. So no matter what's happening in my business, doesn't matter who's leaving, I have this strong foundation. My goal, my vision, my word. That's my foundation. And I'm going to build upon that no matter what. And see, when you got a strong foundation, when you're building on the right foundation, it don't matter who leave. It don't matter who drop out. It don't matter what relationship you lose. None of that matters when you build on a strong foundation, because it's not waived, or the building can't be blown down by BS. Does this make sense? That's why the foundation got to be right. The second thing that every builder knows or needs to understand is that teamwork is vital. Building requires teamwork. You're not going to get to any goal that you want that's big without teamwork. See, there's some things you can get done by yourself, but then there's other things that you just cannot get done by yourself. And going chairman 10, being one of those 15 chairmen, is one of those things that you will not get done by yourself. And if somehow, some way, you enroll 500 customers by yourself and go chairman 10 by yourself, come back to me 2 months and I'm gonna figure out, we're gonna see if your qualifications still say chairman 10. Because in order to build and sustain anything worth having, is going to require teamwork. You don't go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. You don't go as far as your dream. So no matter what dream you got, no matter what goal you set, it's not going to get accomplished without the efforts of other people, without the time of other people, without other people getting results. See, it's not about you. Imagine a builder trying to build think about the building in Dubai, the tallest building in the world. That can no way, shape, form, or fashion be built without a crazy team, without a team that trusts each other. Like, imagine scaling one of these buildings and you scaling with somebody that you don't trust. So building requires teamwork, but building also requires leadership. You're trying to build something special. You're trying to build something great. You're trying to build something that when people ride by, when people see it, they're in awe. My son, Adam, like, he's been in Atlanta with me, so he sees all these buildings. He's like, wow, what's this building? What's that building? What's the building with that? See, anything that's worth building that people are going to look at, you're not going to do it by yourself. It's not going to happen by yourself. So it's going to require teamwork, and it's going to require leadership. You getting better as a person, you developing a pleasing personality, you developing the integrity that you need, you giving your organization reasons to trust you. Right? Because this goal that you're going to set, that you've already set, is not going to happen because of just you. You're not that good. So, championships, like, people don't win until they get on the right team. So they're playing with the right players. Until teamwork is involved, until leadership is involved. That's how teamwork happens. That's how big buildings get built. Teamwork, leadership, right? But here's where I really want to begin to talk a little bit more about it. Building requires skill sets. Building requires tools, and building requires skill sets. So if you haven't listened to anything that I've said, now is where you want to really start tuning in, right? And so when I think about this business and there's a lot of skill sets that are required, right? But over the past couple of days, I've been thinking, what are the most important ones? Because they're all important, but what are the ones that if somebody learns these particular skill sets, learns the value of these particular skill sets, and develop understanding behind these particular skill sets, then everything is going to change. Everything is going to begin to go to the next level for you because you recognize the value of something. You're consciously aware, right, of why you need to understand this stuff, why you need to do this stuff, right? Because here's the deal. Your organization, they're only going to do what they see. So the question is, what do I allow my organization to see? What type of example do I set for my organization? Because again, this is leadership that we're talking about as well. So what type of example do I set? What does my organization see when they're working with me? What do they see, right? Because here's the deal. If it's all they see, it's all they know. If it's all they see, it's all they know. And if it's all they know, it's all they do. And if it's all they do, it's all that they duplicate within your organization. So the duplication is going to be a byproduct of the seeing. So that's why it's vital for you to understand these skill sets. Because when you start exemplifying this, and it's all your organization sees from you, it's all they're going to know. And if it's all they know, it's all they're going to do. And if it's all they do repetitively, then that's what's going to duplicate within your organization. Drop a yes in the chat box if that made sense to you. Drop a yes in the chat box if that made sense. All right, if everything has made sense so far, let me know in the chat. There we go. So building requires the right skill sets. So what's the skill set? And what I'm about to talk about, these are in no particular order, right? So I don't want you to say, well, I need to learn this one because this is the one that's going to help me go chairman. No, you need every skill set that I'm about to talk about, plus other ones. There's way more out there. But if you get these down, if you understand the importance, the value, develop understanding, and begin to exemplify this in your life, it is what's going to duplicate in your business, right? And so what skill set does every builder need to know when it comes down to building this particular business that we're part of right now? I got to know how to acquire customers, period, point blank. How does one go about acquiring customers, acquiring new business? You got to know that, because without customers, you don't have a business. Imagine Walmart with no customers. It's just a building there. That's what you look like as an IBO with no customers in your business. So you got to say, okay, if I have not been acquiring customers, if I have not been attracting customers and closing business, how do I go about doing that? Well, here's the deal. You got to get known. You got to get known. You got to get known, and you got to recognize the tool. Remember, every builder needs a tool. You got to recognize the tool that you have in social media, because right now, because of social media, everything is interconnected. There is nobody that you can't get to and send a message to, right? So the question I want to ask is, what's your digital footprint look like? How do you look online? Because all of this is going to play a part in you acquiring customers, attracting new customers in your business. See, it's one thing to know how to prospect. That's great. But it's another thing to attract people, acquire people. Because if I got to talk to people all day, then there's only so much I can do. But if I got people talking to me, that's different. So how do I flip the script and acquire customers without me having to talk to everybody? I got to understand the skill of marketing. I got to learn how to market. I got to learn how to build my brand, my presence online, my digital footprint online. Your digital footprint is the information that lingers about you on the internet. So what information is out there about you on Facebook? What information is out there about you on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok? Because we live in this interconnected world where anybody can be anybody. Anybody can become whoever they want to be. You can build whatever presence, whatever brand you want to on social media to have people come talk to you. Well, Riyahd, how do I do that? It's not hard. Let me just go look at the people who've already done it. Let me grab a book or two about marketing, because understand, every business requires marketing. So if you want to really go chairman and build something massive, then it's going to take you having brand presence online to a certain extent, because this is how you're going to attract customers without you having to talk to everybody. Now, do you still have to prospect? Yes. Do I need to learn how to do that? Absolutely, without a doubt. But if I can learn how to build my presence online, take good pictures, give value, give education, give lifestyle, give motivation, give transformation. If I can do that, then I'll always be in a position where I can attract customers. I can acquire customers. Because I'm telling you, if you can acquire customers, then you're one step closer to becoming the Platinum 1000 and becoming a chairman. So that's the first skill that I got to develop, that I got to have. That's what I got to have as a builder. If I'm a builder, I got to know how to acquire customers, because I can't be an IBO without customers. IBO stands for independent business owner. Every business owner has customers. If they don't have customers, they don't have a business. So if I have a business, if I have an IBO, if I got a number, IBO number, that means I got a business. And in that business, I got to acquire customers so I can get compensated. If I don't acquire no customers, I don't get compensated. So if I already don't have a network where I can contact people, if I don't have influence on social media at this moment, I got to learn how to do that, because if I don't, the right people just not going to just show up out of nowhere. We understand that, right? No goal, it doesn't happen out of nowhere. God is a God of order. You understand what I'm saying? So it just don't, oh snap, this person just joined, and they no, it's going to be because you attracted them through your brand, through your relationships with other people that you've been connected to. Hey, I know somebody that does that stuff. Matter of fact, here's his Instagram. But if they go to your Instagram, they go to your Facebook, and it ain't what they want to see, from just a professionalism, a value. Let me ask you this. Let me make it plain for you. If you went to your Instagram right now, but you wasn't you was somebody else, and you went to your Facebook, you went to your Instagram, you went, whatever device you use for social media, if you went to it and from somebody else's body, would you want to join you? Like, would you join you? Think about that. Like, would I even join me? Because if I won't join me, then I need to figure out who do I need to become so people can join me. I talked about this last night. That's why I said you got to double back and go back and listen to the last call, because it's not so much about the doing, it's really about the being. Because if I can just become that person on social media, the right people will start attracting to that. And this plan that I'm about to lay out, it won't be as difficult, because what I'm about to lay out to get these goals done, it's simple. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do. So what you got to understand is that every builder needs, number one, the right foundation that they're building on. The foundation that I'm building on is more important than what I'm actually building. Because when I build something, if I don't have the right foundation, any situation, any opposition, any circumstance can come blow everything that I built down. And if I don't know how I built it, because I didn't have the right foundation, when it's time for me to build it again, I'm not going to know how to build it. And so when I don't know how I built it, it's easier for me to quit and go do something else. Y'all know that's why the majority of people quit after they hit high ranks, right? They don't know how they built it, so they got to leave and go to another company. They got to leave and go do something else because they don't know how to rebuild what they already built. But when you understand how to build it, you can just keep building it over and over and over in different lines. But if it's luck with no foundation, it ain't gonna last. So I need the right foundation. Building requires leadership and teamwork, right? So I gotta have the efforts of other people. I gotta have the results of other people. I have to be the leader that other people want to follow. Would you follow you? If you hosted a training, would you get on? Huh? Like if you was hosting a training, would you get on? Would you get on your own training? You gotta be the leader that you want people to follow. So it's about becoming. The doing is great, but man, when you become, the do gets more effective, the do gets easier. I don't know if y'all tracking with me though. So building requires the right foundation. Building requires leadership and teamwork. Building requires the right skill set. So what we're talking about for the next few moments is skill sets. So the first skill set that we just talked about was acquiring customers. So I got to know how to do that, whether it's through me marketing online and acquiring customers, or me actually prospecting and doing that deal in people DMs. I got to learn how to do that, because if I learn how to do that, then I'm one step closer to building the building that I want to build, to building the empire that I want to build, to build the thing that nobody in my family has ever built before. That's why I get so excited. I heard Dr. Spiller one time on a call or a video. He talked about him being the GOAT. And people would always ask him, why is he like self-proclaiming himself as the GOAT? He said, well, I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT in my family. There's nobody in my family that's rich as me. There's nobody in my family that has made as much impact as me. And when he said that, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm the GOAT right now in my family, but I'm gonna be the GOAT in my family. I think I'm the GOAT right now, but I don't know. But I'm gonna for sure be the GOAT in my family. I'm gonna do things in my family that nobody has ever done before. I'm gonna build businesses that nobody in my family has ever even thought about before. I'm gonna leave so much money to my sons and their kids. Man, listen, GOATs, without a doubt. But for us to become that, there's things that we gotta know. That's going all that stuff I just said, that takes resources, that takes money. And we got a vehicle that can pay out ridiculous amounts of money, crazy amounts of money. So I gotta attract customers, acquire customers. But then it's not just enough to do that. What I gotta do, you really wanna pay attention right here. I gotta identify multipliers. I gotta identify multipliers in my business. Riyahd, what does that mean? Here's what I want you to write down. The magic number in network marketing is 3. The magic number in network marketing is 3. This is the magic number. The multiplication of 3s in business will change a business. So I gotta identify people who can multiply by 3, by 6, by 9, by 12. And as I'm doing this, watch this, I'll find my leader. See, you identify a multiplier before you identify a leader, because a leader takes time, but a multiplier, you can see that immediately. And when you put a title on somebody that's a leader, that's not a leader, you call them a leader and they're really not, man, unmet expectations are easier to get hit. Like, if you call somebody a leader, you would expect them to do leadership stuff. And when they don't do leadership stuff, you get frustrated because you had this expectation of that person being a leader. And you're like, dang, this person, they're really not a leader. But if you flip the script and say, well, this is just a multiplier, or this is just a leader in training, because the leader in training and the multiplier, if they're the right ones, they'll show up as the leader that you're looking for. Because here's the deal. It only takes 7 to 10 good leaders in network marketing in this particular company, I Am Mastery Academy, that we're a part of. It only takes 7 to 10 good leaders to change your life. And you may say, well, I got 7 to 10 good leaders right now. No, you don't. You got 7 to 10 maybe good multipliers right now. But you know a leader when you see a leader. Leadership is not a question. You don't question leadership. Some people are in positions of leadership, but they're really just really good multipliers. Leadership is something that takes time. So if I can identify multipliers, I have a better chance at identifying the leaders, because the multiplier shows up oftentimes before the leader, because the leader a lot of times just doesn't pop up as a leader. A leader is developed over time. Most of the time. Yeah, you have a couple instances where you attract somebody who's already been in leadership roles before, done network marketing before, made money before, and all that kind of stuff. But that don't happen every day. Most people are going to come as a multiplier, and they multiply the efforts in the business. They multiply the results in the business. Watch this, they multiply the time in the business. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for people that can multiply. Who can multiply my efforts? So what I'm doing, how can I find more people that can multiply what I'm doing? And as I'm finding the people that's multiplying what I'm doing, I'm going to find my leader. When I find people that's multiplying the results that I'm getting, I'm going to find my leader. When I identify multiple people or people that are multiplying the results, the effort, the time, the value, not doing everything that I'm doing, but they're multiplying it. See, J. Paul Getty, the first ever recorded billionaire, said that I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's time than 100% of my own. I'd rather get 1% of 100 people's results than 100% of my own. Because if I got everybody else getting money, if I got everybody else getting results, if I got everybody else putting the work in, I don't got to put that much time in because I've increased my effectiveness in business. That's what leadership is about. How can you increase your effectiveness? When you walk into a market, when you get on the call, when you host a call, when you get on there, something else should come on that call with you. Somebody should walk to that event with you. And you come in to close. You come in to sign, you come in to enroll people. You come in to make it happen. Because that's what leaders do. When leaders show up, results that wouldn't have happened happen when the leader shows up. So it's easy to identify who those people are when they're there. But can you identify the multipliers though? Can you just say, oh, this person, they have the ability to multiply? Riyahd, how do I do that? Well, who's plugged in? Like who's plugged in? That'll help you. Like who's plugged in? Who's getting results from the product? Because what I'm looking for right now is not my leader. They're going to show up. I got to find my multiplier. And when I talk about this plan, it'll make sense what I'm telling you just to find a multiplier. Who can multiply my organization by 3 people? Who can multiply my organization by 12? Who can multiply my organization by 18? Who can do that? Who has the influence to do that? The credibility to do that? The network. Everybody got the network to enroll 3. I don't care who you are. And when I give you the plan to do it, it'll show up who's really about that action. Because to go platinum 150, that's a cakewalk. That's so easy. That's so simple. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do. Is this making sense? Y'all let me know if this is making sense. This is my pause. So I can slow down, make sure y'all can write. Just let me know if y'all tracking with me. So identifying the multipliers. Who's plugged in? Who's getting results from the product? Who's making money on HFX? That's all I look for. Like, who making money trading HFX? I don't care how much it is. $20, $30, $100, $1,700, don't matter. I just need to know who's making money from HFX. Who's making money from crypto? Who's been tuning to our crypto TV and they're growing their accounts? They're excited about the calls. They're plugging in, they're telling people about it. Because if they're getting results, they believe in it. And if they believe, they'll take action. So that's what you got to look for because that person has the ability to multiply. Remember, you're not looking for a whole bunch of people to put in 100. What if you had 10 people that can just put in 3 and they did it in a day? Your organization just grew by 30 in a day. But we focus too much on everything else and not just the multiplier effect. I heard that millionaires, they invest the majority of their money into things that make them more money. We all know that. But here's what I also saw. It also said that the millionaires invest their time into people that multiply. So not only do they invest their money into things that multiply, real estate, cryptocurrency, stocks, mutual funds, whatever, they don't only invest their money, but they invest their time. Time and money are your 2 most important resources. What are you giving them to? What are you giving them to? Because if you devote time into a bunch of people that's not going to multiply, you're not going to get no results. That's why you got to identify the multipliers. If you invest in a bunch of time with the people that you got to drag, people call me all the time or send me messages like, bro, what should I reply? What should I reply to this? This person want to leave. Deuces. Bye. Yo, Riyahd, bro, I was just doing this call, man. I'm trying to help this person that they're trying to leave. They don't know if they want to stay in or not. Bro, bye. I don't need you. I don't. And that's the confidence that you got to have. Some will, some won't. Next. Who cares? And my confidence, you want to know where my confidence comes from? I know how to build it. I know how to build it. So I don't trip. I just keep building it. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to invest my time into people that multiply. Man, when I lay out this stuff, everything is going to make sense. You're going to see why I'm having to lay down this foundation because the plan I'm about to lay out to get this done, It's so simple. So I got to invest my time with multipliers. I got to identify multipliers. Who can multiply my time? Yeah, I'm putting 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever, however many hours you're putting in a day. Who can I invest my time in where that time can multiply? I'm showing a plan 2 to 3 times a day. Who can I put my time in? Who can I invest my time in? Well, that effort multiplies. Maybe they're not doing it 2 to 3 times a day, but they're doing it every single day. If I can find 5, 6, 7 people that can do it every single day, my efforts have multiplied. So I'm not the only one working this business. Who's coachable? Who's coachable? That's another thing you look for. Who's coachable? We trying to identify a multiplier. Somebody can multiply the efforts, the results, the time, the result, the money, the whatever, the rank, all that. Who's coachable? Who listens? Because they listen, they can multiply my organization. Whether it's just by 3 people. 3 is the magic number. It's the magic number, right? So what's the next skill that I need? Well, I need the skill. Man, you learn this skill. You value this skill. It'll change everything for you. Man, you gotta learn how to edify. You got to learn how to edify. And you know, I think many people know how to do it, but not many people understand the value that edification adds to them. See, humility is a requirement for edification. So a lot of people, lack in the edification department because they lack humility. And because when I don't have humility, it's hard for me to talk well about somebody else. And when I don't talk well about somebody else, I'm limiting my effectiveness in my organization. See, people think that edification, remember we're talking about the builder's blueprint. People think that edification is only a requirement when I'm trying to do a 3-way, when I'm doing a 3-way call. That's the most basic form of edification. When you're trying to multiply and have an effective business, a business that lasts the test of time. Just know how to edify for a 3-way call, that's basic. When you learn how to edify your leadership to your organization, game changer. Game changer. Me, I've learned how to edify my leaders to my organization. I've learned how to edify David to my organization because I understand the value that it adds to me. I understand the value that it adds to the organization. And you may say, well, Riyahd, it's easy to edify David. Well, I wouldn't have met David if I didn't understand how to edify Chad Thompson. I wouldn't have met Chad Thompson if I didn't understand how to edify my leader, the person I was working with before I met Chad. Because I would have never got results. Everything that I built in year 1, year 2, the foundation of what I was building was built off edification. Being able to edify, on the 3-way call, but also edify my leader to the people that I'm working with. Because I know if I edify when edification is done correctly, you really get the most value. You want to write that down. When edification is done correctly, you get the most value out of that edification. Riyahd, what do you mean by that? See, when you get on a call with your organization and you're constantly finding ways to talk well about your leader, to edify your leader, your team develops a want, a desire to be in connection with your leader. So what this means is when you edify the leader, the mentor to your organization, and that person turns right back around and edifies you to your organization, do you not understand the value that adds to you if you did a great job at edifying your leader? If you did it, you ain't got to blow them up, lie and all that, but just talk well of your leader, whoever that person may, what's a platinum 2000, 5,000, 1,000, chairman 10, chairman, don't matter. You got to learn how to talk well of that person because they're going to turn right back around and edify you. What does that do for you? That gives you influence within your organization, which will make it easier for you to lead your organization. Because they see your organization sees that you're under the right leadership. They see that you're connected to the right people, even if they don't know the person, because you edify the person. So number one, the mentor turns back around and edifies you, and that gives you more influence with your group. But here's the thing that really, where it really matters the most. 9 times out of 10, your mentor, if you really listen to the person that you're working with, whoever that person may be, if you're really listening to them, when they talk to your organization, you get them on a call, you get them to an Airbnb, a retreat, leader meeting, whatever, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say the exact same thing that you've been saying this whole time. But what happens is your voice gets familiar to your organization. So you got to bring somebody else in to say the exact same thing that you've been saying that you know worked, but they hear it from them because of the edification. They're not so much familiar, and they'll actually apply it quicker than they would coming from you. Do you not understand the value that does for you? That's valuable. So the art of edification, speaking well about other people, is so vitally important to you building a massive business, whether it's doing a 3-way call, but more importantly, when you're building something, because it can't just be your voice within your organization. You always got to have another voice to bring in. But if you don't edify who that person is, when you bring that voice in, it won't be as effective. Edification has everything to do with humility. You want to take it another step further? Honor. See, edification and honor, they're similar, but they have its differences. See, edification, I talk good about you when you're about to do something. Honor, I talk good about you when you ain't even around. It's straight honor, no matter what. That's how you really ascend to other levels when it comes down to building, because honor gives you access. See, the access that I have with David allows me to secure all of those tickets, to say, hey, David, I want to bring some leaders to your house and spend a weekend with you. Hey, David, can you come to my house and train some of my leaders? That's access. But how do you get the access? Through honor and edification. You being the right person will in turn allow you to do the right things and get the results. And the mentor notices you. The real leadership that's going to help you go to the next level, they notice you. But without edification and honor, you won't have the access. So you want to build something huge? I dare you to start focusing on edification and honor, because it's gonna allow you to increase your influence within your organization when it's done correctly. There's an edification triangle. There's you, there's your organization, and there's the leader, the mentor, the coach, whoever. And you got to bridge that. You got to make that thing complete through your edification. When you do that, it makes your effectiveness in business a whole lot better. How? Because you have more influence with your group. Drop a 777 in the chat box if y'all still tracking with me. Drop a 777 in the chat box. I hope y'all with me, because I'm still not done. I don't even think I'm close to being done yet. So while we sitting dropping these 777s, go drop in the chats and let people know to tune into the call, because here's why. I'm about to go into other critical elements, really the meat and potatoes of everything that we're talking about, right? Everything else has just been foundation. So edification, this also goes hand in hand with promotion. See, when you learn how to edify, it makes you a better promoter. See, this call was an event, and I'm sure you're probably sitting here thinking like, dang, I wish this person on the call. I wish I would have got this person on the call. Well, if you understand edification and promotion, you would have got everybody you needed on the call, because you would do a great job. Yo, bro, Riyahd, like, bro, kid that do that mindset mastery call, blah, 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 chairman 50, bro, 50 grand a month. He's hosting the call tonight talking about the importance of building a sustainable business, blah, 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 whatever you wanted to say to edify. And you get them on the call. You make calls, say, bro, do you not know what call is happening tonight? You got to be on this call. That's what I do when David's doing a call. I don't know what y'all be doing, but I'm calling, checking in with the people that I know for sure I'm working it with, because I don't look for everybody. That's the thing with me. I don't look for everybody. I ain't looking for all y'all. I'm just looking for the 15 that want to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you got to be. You just got to identify the people that are willing, the people that want to work. Everybody can hear, but not everybody gonna listen. It's almost 200 of us on the call right now. 200 people hearing, but there's a few people that's listening, that's gonna take action upon the call. And those people are gonna identify themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't look for everybody. I just look for the right ones. So when David is going on the call, and I know for sure there's people that I'm working with, especially new people, yo, listen, I don't know what you're doing tonight at 10 o'clock, but I have my mentor tuned in tonight, David. Yeah, you may know him, Chairman 750. Yeah, top income earner in the world. He's doing a call tonight with our organization, so you got to be on. All right, bet, bye. And I'm edifying, I'm inviting, I'm honoring, right? Because I understand the value that it adds to the organization. I understand the value that it adds to me. And when you understand that, you'll start edifying and honoring more. Man, imagine this. Let's say you're working with JVL. Hit Chairman 10, 19 years old, earning 10 grand a month. Just moved into a penthouse in Seattle. Killing it. 21 years old, 6 figures. When you talk to people, they need to think that JVL is like the one based on your edification, because they're going to be so excited to hear from JVL. When JVL comes to their market, they're going to want to meet JVL because you edify. And then JVL is going to get to your market. He's going to get on your call and turn right back around and edify you better than you probably edify him, which will in turn make your organization say, dang, she working with JVL and I got access to her. But see, you won't do that if you don't got humility, because you'll be like, man, I'm older than JVL. Yeah, he live in a penthouse, but I live in a penthouse too. And your pride is stopping you. Do you know pride will ruin? Like that song, Pride is the Devil? It literally is. And pride will stop you from edifying. So watch this. It's not the pride that hurts you. It's the effects of the pride. Because your pride will stop you from learning. Your pride will stop you from edifying. Your pride will stop you from honoring. Your pride will stop you from loving. Your pride will kill you. So yeah, it's legit the devil. But that's a whole nother training I got planned for a future date. So I ain't gonna get into that right now. But edification, it's important. Drop a 777 in the chat if you still with me at 11:02 on this, what's today? Tuesday, right? So the next skill that's a requirement in your toolbox that you gotta have is showing a plan. And showing a plan, I'm gonna be real quick on this part. Showing a plan boils down to a couple things. Confidence in the company. What do I mean by confidence in the company? Confident in the success stories that this company has created. That's what I mean. Because yeah, you may not have created that millionaire story yet, but here's what you got to know. There's 510 chairman 10s and above. There's countless amounts of trading success stories. There's countless amounts of people making money on HFX every night. There's countless amount of educators who's having 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand nights on HFX. You got to become confident in that by being exposed to that. That's why you got to be plugged in. Because the next component to an effective presentation is confidence in the products. So I'm confident in the company, meaning the success stories that this company has created. There will not be a Bryce Thompson without Chris Terry creating I Am. There would not be a David Monetier in terms of what he's doing now without Chris Terry creating I Am. So I Am is the creator, in a sense, after God, of all these success stories that have been created in this company. So you got to have confidence in that, even if you haven't created one yet. Then you got to have confidence in the products, knowing, and again, that's becoming a product of the product. Because when you're talking to people, if you have confidence in the company, confidence in the product, the only thing that you need now is confidence in yourself. That's the key. See, when I get up and present, I have confidence in all three of those things. So it makes it easier for me to present, no matter who I'm presenting in front of, whether it's one person or 200 people or 15,000 people. Don't matter. There's confidence there. And all of that really comes through repetition. Showing the plan, getting good at that, getting skilled at that, it comes through repetition. Why am I talking about showing the plan? Because when I lay out the game plan, you will see why you want to know how to show the plan. Right? So confidence in the company, confidence in the product, confidence in yourself. Right? The next requirement or the next thing that every builder needs to know is how to launch. It's how to launch. And I'm about to come back to that one, but just write that down. A builder needs to know how to launch. It's not enough for me to sign people up. I got to know how to launch them at when the time is right. Everybody's time and season is different. All right, I'll say that. Everybody's not going to launch at the same time. But when it's time for somebody to launch, I got to know how to do it. I got to know how to launch when it's time to do it. Everybody not going to launch in 72 hours. Everybody not going to launch in 7 days. Everybody not going to launch in their first 2 weeks. But when it's time for them to launch, it's time to launch. And you want to know how to do it. And that's what we're about to talk about here in a second, right? But I'm going to come back to that. The last thing that building requires a blueprint and a completion date. Right? Building requires a blueprint and a completion date. The building that I live in now, when they started this building, they said, we want to complete this building by X dates. So it was a plan in mind on when this building was going to be complete. But guess what they had? They had the right foundation. They had the right understanding of teamwork and leadership. Trust was developed with the people that they were working with. Because you don't go as far as your dream, but you go as far as your team. Right? They understand that the right skill sets and tools are necessary to building anything. You can't build a building without the right tools. You can't build the building if you don't got the right skill set. Think about the house you want, the dream home you want. You don't want nobody building that without the right skills or building a house. That's dumb. So why do you think you can build a business without them either? That make no sense. So I got to have the right skill set. So what skills do I need? Right? I need to know how to acquire customers. We talked about that. Digital footprint. What's my online presence when it comes down to social media? Right? Because I got to leverage social media to acquire these customers at a very rapid rate. I got to get people talking to me versus me having to talk to everybody. I got to identify the multipliers. Who's going to multiply my time, my efforts, the results in my business? Because I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. Remember, this is the builder's blueprint. I hope you're paying attention. How do I identify those multipliers? Who's plugged in? Who's getting results? Who's making money trading HFX? Who's excited in the chats? Who's showing up to events? Who has the contacts, the influence, the credibility? They're willing to play the game. Because if I can identify the multipliers, I'm going to find my leader. Because I see the multiplier before I see the leader, because leadership takes time. Yes, some people just got it in them. But most people, it has to be pulled out. It has to be developed. So they multiply before they truly become a leader. Hope this is making sense, man. Hope you're writing down. Because after this, it shouldn't be no question. If you ain't never heard another call on building a business, I'm making sure I'm spending this hour, 30 minutes out, 2 hours, giving you the game plan, everything that you need to go out there and build an empire. Or you can build a little grocery store. Whatever you want to build. You're going to build something, though, because you're on this call. Right? So I got to identify the multipliers. I got to understand the value, the importance of edification. Right? I'm not going to just edify somebody in a whole nother group, whole nother team. I'm going to edify people, my leader, my own squad. I watch people edify other people more than they edify their own people. I'm like, bro, you know that the importance of education, the point of education, edification, is so that the leader can come back and edify you. But if you edify somebody that don't benefit you, that don't make no sense. If they can't come serve my organization, then yeah, their story dope, but I got to edify the person that can turn back around and add value to my organization and add value to me as a leader. Showing the plan. Showing the plan. I got to become effective at that, right? Launching. About to talk about that right now. And then the last thing, every builder needs a blueprint and a completion date. So here's the deal, right? The goal is 15 chairmen. That's the goal. Drop 15 chairmen in the chat so I can know you're still awake. Let me put my Cartiers on because my vision is real clear right now. I'm feeling good, as y'all can see. So 15 chairmen. What 15 chairman requires is 150 platinum 1000s, roughly, give or take. 150 platinum 1000. So if I'm a leader on the line, the first thing, once that 150 platinum 1000 came out my mouth, the first thing that you should have been thinking, because this I know if you're a real leader, how many of them I'm gonna have? How many of them if Cool Jones won 150, how many am I gonna have in my squad? If that's the goal, how many of them am I going to have? And I just been sitting here waiting for people to drop it in the chat, but nobody dropping it in the chat. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now you put it out there, hold yourself accountable to it. Because I'm finna allow the blueprint, the game plan on exactly how to do it. That's the thing. You're not even finna leave this call not knowing how to do it. This is the most important part of the call right here. Because this is the remember we talked about foundation. I gave you a spiritual foundation, but now I'm going to give you the physical foundation. The spiritual foundation is all things are possible to those that believe. That's the spiritual foundation. There's nothing that I can want that's not already mine, that God has not already made available for me. That's the foundation that I'm building on. Everything is already here for me. He created everything in 6 days. Everything was already put here. I got to get my level of awareness and my consciousness, my vibration to the point where I can attract it. What's that? AKA become the right person. Being. Because God is more concerned with the being more so than the doing. But the doing is very important. But when I be, it makes it easy for me to do. Because if you are a chairman, like you've already a chairman, then the do I'm about to give you is going to be real easy. Because you're a chairman. It may not show in the back office, but you're a chairman. Jim Rohn said that if somebody gives you $1 million, you better become a millionaire. So when you hit the rank of chairman, you better be a chairman. Because having $1 million doesn't make you a millionaire. Being a chairman doesn't really make you a chairman. Or having the rank of chairman doesn't make you a chairman. You got to be that person. If you become that, you'll always do what they do. In turn, you'll always have what they have. But if you're not that, and you just get it, you got to go back to become. So what I'm about to lay out, if you do it, without a doubt, is done. So 150 platinum 1000s, right? 15 chairman, November 4th. How that breaks down, that's 30 platinum 1000s a month. That's how that breaks down. From this point on, for the rest of these months, 30 platinum 1000s. 30 platinum 1000s. It's a numbers game. Want 15 chairman? Well, I need 150 platinum 1000s because 150 platinum 1000s, give or take, is going to break 15 chairman. Well, the goal is set for November. How do you have 150 platinum 1000s by November? It ain't just going to happen. Oh, well, we got to have 30 platinum 1000s a month. So now the sense of urgency just picked up because you dropped the number in the chat. You said 15, you said 10, you said 25, you said 5, you said 4, you said 10, whatever. So now the sense of urgency has to pick up to get it done by the date that we set, which is November 4th for the 15 chairman. Right, so here's what you got to know now. If I'm not a platinum 1000 and I want to go platinum 1000, what do I need to know? This is the first thing you need to know. It takes 8 to 12 presentations to break a platinum 1000. Man, I hope you're still awake right now. It takes 8 to 12 presentations within an organization to break a platinum 1000. Listen to my language. 8 to 12 prezos within an organization to break a platinum 1000. I didn't say 8 to 12 personal presentations. I said 8 to 12 presentations within the confines of an organization. We're going to talk about that in a second. All right. And so if I want to go platinum 1000 in 30 days from nothing. Now think about if you already got something. Let's say you 10 people away, 15 people away, 9 people away. What I'm about to lay out, you can have this done tomorrow, 2 days. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do. What I've came to understand in my past 5 years of network marketing is that many people talk about it, but not many people are it. Many people talk about it, but many people, they aren't it. They don't do the work. They don't, bro, I'm telling you, if you never one time talked about your goal, if you never one time wrote your goal down and you did the work, I guarantee you'll still get the goal done. I guarantee you'll still get it done. Because work is a proof of belief. So I don't got to talk about it, write it down, do nothing. Yeah, I do that stuff. Yeah, you should do that stuff. I got goals all around my crib. But what my point is, if an NFL team didn't have one sign up in their locker room about winning the championship, if they never set the goal to win the championship, this is about to sound so crazy, but I need you to think about the process. If they did every day what a championship team does, what would be the odds that they win a championship? Think about that. If the team every day, from the coaching staff down to the players, down to the nutrition staff, down to the weight room, if they did everything that a championship team did every day without even saying, I want to win the Super Bowl, what will be the odds that they still winning? So what I've learned in this business, everybody talk about what they want to do. Everybody write down what they want to do, but not many people just go out there and do it like Nike. Just do it. Like I said at the top of the call, I dare you to just do what I'm about to say and see where it lands you. If you're a platinum nothing right now, you're a customer. I guarantee you, if you do half of what I'm telling you, you will double your income. Meaning you'll go from nothing to platinum 600. If you just did half. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do. So watch this. It takes on average 8 to 12 presentations within the organization to break a platinum 1000. Remember, the number one skill, or one of the skills that we just talked about, was launching, right? So this is where you want to start paying attention. Boom, let me make sure y'all can see this okay. Boom. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can see me good? Okay, Gio said we good. So check me out, pay attention. We're talking about the launch right now. Because remember, every builder needs a blueprint and every builder needs a data completion. So I'm about to lay out the blueprints. The blueprint is the launch. That's the blueprint. The blueprint is the launch. I'm about to go through it. So every builder needs a blueprint and they need data completion. So I'm about to lay out the blueprint. When I lay out the blueprint, you lay out your data completion. Don't ever try to build anything without calculating the cost. So don't say I want to be a platinum 1000 in 30 days and you haven't even seen the work that's required to do that. So wait till I lay it out. Once you get a picture of what you need to do, you say, I'm willing to do all of what he said by this date. Because I swear to you, as my name is my name, if you do what I tell you to do, not even what I'm telling you to do, what I've already done, I just got a better way of teaching it. So this ain't even new. It's the same stuff I've been doing. Let me unmute the lines right quick. Let me just see if y'all still awake. Somebody talk to me right quick.
Let's go.
Come on, we waiting for the blueprint, dog.
Get it?
Okay, bet. I just had to make sure y'all was still awake, man. It's 11:20. Make sure y'all still on the vibes. All right, bet. So the blueprint is the launch. So what I'm breaking down right now is going 0 to platinum 1000 at whatever date you want to get it done. It's my belief that this can happen within 30 days. I'm going to show you how you can do it in 30 days. All right. But what if it don't happen for you in 30 days? What about 45? What about 60? Would that be okay? Absolutely. All right. So check me out. Remember, this is customer to platinum 1000. So the first thing I need to know when it comes down to the launch is, why is this person getting started? right? Why is this person getting started in business? And if you communicate with that person long enough, the why just shows up. When you get good at communicating, the why just show, you just hear it in conversation, right? But if you ain't that good yet, just ask somebody why they building a business, right? Here's why, because you're going to use that to hold them accountable for everything else I'm going to lay out. So why power is more important than willpower. Please write that down. When somebody has a strong enough why, they always figure out how to get something done. It's like your why's big enough, your why's strong enough, you're going to look at this, you're going to be like, man, this too easy for me and my kids to get an extra $1,000 a month. This too easy for me to make 10 grand a month. This too easy for me to do what that dude on the screen doing, making 50 grand a month. That's too easy. Right? So the why, boom, got that. But the second thing, guys, that's important is the belief check. Boom. I got to help somebody get the belief check. I got to help somebody get paid. I got to help somebody get paid. The belief check. Because belief is always followed by action. I'm telling you, you get somebody in position to make money, when it's time for them to launch, when it's time for them to expose people, they're going to be more excited about doing that because they got results. They know that it works. So it's easy for them to share the information because they have confidence in the company. They got confidence in the product. They got confidence in themselves because they know that it worked for them already. So, wow, then I got to get them a belief check. But watch this. Now it's time to launch. Now it's time to launch, right? So here's the thing about the launch. A personal launch for somebody in business is not complete until there's been 4 to 6 prezos done for that person. 4 to 6 presentations. That's when the launch is complete. So you do an opportunity call for somebody in your squad one time, that's not enough. You need to be doing this 4 to 6 times. Why? Because it takes, on average, 8 to 12 presentations within an organization to break the Platinum 1000. So I'm gonna do my first 4 to 6 with the brand new person that I'm working with. But guess what though? If I ain't learn how to show the plan, I can't do this. If I ain't learn how to present, I can't do this. See, somebody just said present what? That lets me know that person don't know how to do this yet. So they're gonna have a harder time doing this. So they gotta learn the presentation, learn how to share the information, and then they can start doing this. But until they can do this, what do they gotta be really good at? Edification, edify, boom. Because they can just edify the person that's doing the call for them. See, all this stuff is connected, man. Gio, can it really be disconnected? Right? So I'm gonna launch 4 to 6 times, right? The goal, listen to me. The goal of every launch is 3 customers. The goal, boom, 3 customers. Riyahd, that's it? Yeah, that's it. 3 customers. 3 customers. Why? Because 3 is the magic number in network marketing. 3. So what do I need? Every time I'm showing a plan, every time I'm launching, what do I need? I need 7 to 10 prospects on every launch call. Woo! Hope you're paying attention. I hope you're paying attention because numbers don't lie. That's one thing about it. Let me show you something. You commit to doing 4 to 6 presentations. You commit to getting 7 to 10, minimum 5 people on the call, because we only need 3. I did a presentation with 3 people on the call, all 3 signed up. So the 7 to 10 just gives you more to work with. But however many, you just need 3. So if I'm you, what I'm doing right now as I'm listening, I'm going to my calendar app, or I'm gonna pick up my planner, and I'm gonna figure out what days am I gonna commit to doing my 4 to 6 presentations. What days am I gonna knock out 2 this week, 2 next week, that give me 4 right there. If I got 3 people that sign up on every call, I do 4. Guess what? I'm a platinum 600. I just did it in 2 weeks. Oh, but you don't work though. You don't work. That's your problem. That's your problem. You just don't do the work. But it's okay because now you have a strategic game plan. You can see something in front of you on what you need to do to get it done. So if I want to go platinum 600 in 2 weeks, what do I need to do? I need to do 4 to 6 presentations over the next 2 weeks. I need 7 to 10 people, minimum 5 on the call because my goal is just to sign up 3. That's my goal. Because if I can sign up 3 customers on 4 presentations, I just went platinum 600 by myself. I didn't need nobody to do nothing. I did it. And when I do it, I can teach it to somebody else. So I'm gonna do 4 to 6. Remember, I gotta do 8 to 12 for me to get this done. Some people, they may do 4 presentations. They may sign up 5 to 10 people every single time. So it may be a little bit different. But on average, it's gonna be 8 to 12 presentations. That's gonna take somebody platinum 1,000. Watch this. I didn't know this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just use this. I hope it don't got too much of a glare in it. So, where my calendar at? Boom. So today's the 15th. You knocked out 2 presentations next week. Tuesday, Thursday. Boom. You had your leader, your mentor, your coach, whoever, showing the plan for you. You get 3 people signed up within 72 hours after every single call you do. You're gonna go platinum 600 by yourself, right? So, boom. You're gonna have 4, 4, and 4. You got 4, 4, and 4 across the board. 4 people here, 4 people here. You're platinum 600. You did it by yourself. Now what do you got to do? You got to identify, right? 3 to 5 people out of these 12, you need to identify 3 to 5 who are going to go platinum 150. How are you going to help them go platinum 150? When you identify your 3 to 5, you're going to do 1 to 2 presentations per one. And guess what the goal is? For those presentations, sign up 3 customers. That's it. A little glare on the screen, but y'all got it. Boom. I put it right there in the hole for you. Perfect. Boom. 3. So I'm gonna do my first 4 to 6 presentations. I'm gonna sign up 3 people every time I do it because I'm gonna have the right numbers on there. And I'm gonna edify my mentor, whoever doing the call, I'm gonna edify them so people want to listen to that person. They want to listen to her. Edification, that's why I talked about it so much, because it's a requirement for this to really work. You did? So I'm gonna do my 4 to 6 presentations. I'm gonna sign up 3 people per one. I'm gonna go platinum 600. When I go platinum 600, I'm gonna identify 3 to 5 people in there. I'm going to help them get results. I'm going to take them through the same exact process. I'm gonna get them paid. I'm gonna figure out why they're doing it. I'm gonna get them paid. Then we're gonna launch. But with these individuals, we don't have to do as many. We're gonna knock out 1 to 2. We're gonna knock out 1 to 2. I don't like this glare on the screen. Mucho better, right? So what prezos? 4 to 6 for the 4 to 6 presentations for the personally sponsored. That's what PS stands for. So if I just signed you up, me, you're gonna knock out 4 to 6 presentations. Matter of fact, I got a real life example for you. Will, if you're in the chat, Brave Asset Group, drop a 777 in the chat, because this ain't what I'm just talking about. This is what I'm doing. This is what I do, right? me and Will are on like maybe our fifth presentation, right? Will got started. Will made some money trading HFX. I said, bro, it's time to launch. We do a call. There's 30 people on the call. We end up signing like 17 people up, or whatever the case may be. I think he has about 20 some in his group right now, but he's about to hit Platinum 1000 in a month. It's about to be a month. I think it's like a little over a month. But this week, guess what we're doing? We're knocking out our 1 to 2 with the people who are on level 2. So I did 4 to 6 with Will because that's who I sponsor. Then I said, Will, who in your group has already made money? Who in your group is plugged in? Who in your group is having success? Who are they? He gave me some names. I said, bet, let's do a call with each person and let me know what damn time you want to do. So boom, we're knocking out calls this week with people who are on level 2. So the people that Will has sponsored, we're now doing calls with them. Why? We're knocking out 1 to 2 prezos and our goal is to sign up 3. Once we accomplish that, Will be a Platinum 1000. Platinum 1000, done. And again, this ain't something I'm just doing with Will for the first time. This is something I've done with all the people that I've worked with. Right? But transparent though, what I did not take full advantage of was this part right here though. That's what I didn't take full advantage of. So you know that call when I was like, if knowing everything you know now about building, if you can go back to 0 and do it again, what would you do? This is what I'm focusing on now. It's not just the 4 to 6 to get somebody Platinum 1000 or Platinum 600, whatever. It's about working in depth, going to level 2 to knocking out those 1 to 2, if not more, with the right ones, the multipliers. Because if I keep finding multipliers, I'm gonna F around and find the leader. I'm gonna find a leader. So I'm gonna do 4 to 6 presentations. I'm gonna knock out 1 to 2 presentations with roughly 3 to 5 people on level 2. Every time we sign up 3 customers, boom, Platinum 1000, done, in the bag. So now the question should be, if I know it takes 12 presentations to break a Platinum 1000, I want to do this in 30 days. How do I do it? Well, I need to be doing 3 presentations a week. So I'm gonna knock out one on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, or Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday. Whatever days you pick. Those are the days you say, I'm gonna show the plan. I'm gonna give you a flyer made. I'm gonna find me somebody to show this plan with me, and I'm gonna invite. I'm gonna get 7 to 10 people on every single call. I dare you to do it. The only reason you ain't a Platinum 1000 is because you ain't did this. If you can open up your planner and show me where you had 12 presentations happening in specific organizations in your market, in your organization, you can't show me anybody that does 4 to 6 presentations with 3 people signing up per one that does not go Platinum 600. And when those people come in, you knock out 1 to 2 presentations, enroll 3 people per one. But watch this though. What's simple to do is also simple not to do. This is easy. That's so easy. That's so easy. So if I did this, so success loves speed, right? That's what you really want to know. Success loves speed. Speed creates momentum. So yeah, it's easy to say, I'm gonna get this done over 90 days. But by the time the 3rd month came, if you're going too slow, the people from the 1st month have already dropped out. They've already quit. Just being honest. Or not everybody, but some people have quit. Some people didn't renew. But if you compress time frames and what would it took in 90 days, what if you did it in 30? What if you did it in 45 or 60? That gives you more time. All right? Or that increases your effectiveness. That increases the momentum because new people are joining at a faster rate. It's not people joining every 2 weeks. It's people joining every day because it's these launches happening within the group. So if you do 4 to 6 launches for yourself and identify people in your group to launch with, then boom, game changer. And remember, get 100 people launch calls and 80 people calls and a 55 people calls is great. I get it, but that ain't, everybody don't do that. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that the goal of network marketing is getting a little bit from a lot of people. And if you didn't know, now you know. So how can I get just a few people to sign up 3 people every time they launch, and then get them to launch different people in their group 4 or 5 every day of the week? So if I did 12 presentations over the course of 30 days, I'm a platinum 1000. And if you don't believe me, just try me. You can't do 12 presentations to sign up 3 people per one and not go platinum 1000. If you did all 12 yourself and you didn't work with nobody else, and you made sure to get 7 to 10 people on, well, Riyahd, how do I do that? Well, I promote for my call. Digital footprint, online, brand awareness, like we just talked about the first, that's the skill. That's why it's a skill. So when I post my file, I can get people to get on my stuff. And I'm gonna do 7 to 10 calls. I mean, 12 presentations, 6 to 12, whatever. I'm gonna sign 3 people per one. I'm a platinum 1000. 7 to 10 P1000s, you a chairman. Boom. You a chairman. 7 to 10 platinum 1000, you're a chairman. So you help 7 to 10 people go through this process, you're a chairman 10. 12 presentations. How fast can you have 12 presentations happening? Listen, I'm not talking about, I'm gonna just do an opportunity call. Opportunity calls and launching business are 2 completely different things. Doing a broad opportunity call allows you to work everywhere in your group. Nothing wrong with that. But here's a secret. Working everywhere is working nowhere. I know exactly where I'm working at in my business and with who I'm working with. And that's where my time is going right now. Right? So you got to know that as well. So y'all know you're a leader, you got stuff going, and you can run an opportunity call every day at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, whatever you're doing. But make sure that as I'm bringing in new people from these opportunity calls, I'm launching their specific business, because I can't track who is on the call for what person, who's joining from what person when I'm doing a broad opportunity call. And if I am, it's because, yo, I got a call, and yo, how many people had on the call, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do all that. I'm a leader, I'm a builder, bro. I don't got time for management. Managing and building are 2 completely different things. I don't manage nothing, I lead, right? So leadership is, I'm gonna launch your business. I'm gonna see all your people who are on the call. I can hold you accountable to following up so we can secure our 3 customers, and we can keep this cycle going in our organization, right? Because here's the deal. This is why it's important, because if it's all they know, if it's all they see, it's all they know. If it's all they know, it's all they do. And if it's all they do, it's all that are duplicate within the organization. So we looking for 150 more people to do this. Watch this. So what we basically about to see happen is $1,800 presentations happen over the course of 5-6 months. 1,800. So now out of this 1,800, it should be, okay, how many presentations am I going to be doing out of this 1,800? Because that's the tangible requirement. Will it happen like this? I don't know. It may not take 1,800 presentations. It might take more than 1,800 presentations. But what I do know is that this is the targets. If I divide that by, I guess, what, 6 months or something, 5-6 months, that's 300 presentations a month. That's what that is. But many people run from the work, though. And if you run from the work, you might as well hire from the money. Because I'm telling you, it takes 12 presentations for an extra $1,000 a month. And you don't even got to do all 12. You need to do 4 or 6. And we're going to enroll some people. And we're going to do the other 1 to 2 presentations with them. Y'all still with me? Let me know in the chat, y'all still with me? Like an hour 40 in or something. Boom. Okay, bet. All right. So that's simple. That's simple. So think about it. I'm a customer right now. I haven't launched my business. I want to go platinum 1000. Well, guess what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna get me a date. I'm gonna set my date 3 days from today. I'm gonna do a launch on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. next week, whatever. Give myself a little time to get my confidence right. Even if you did it next week, Monday, Tuesday. You said, cool, I want to get this done in 30 days though. So I'm gonna knock out 3 presentations a week. So I'm gonna devote my time on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'm gonna launch my business every day on 3 of those days. Right? Or you may say, well, I don't want to do it in 30 days. I want to do it in 45 days or 60 days. Well, it may be, let me launch my business twice a week. So on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm gonna launch my business with my mentor. And I'm gonna get 7 to 10 people, 5 minimum on every call. I'm gonna just call to invite people. Yo, I'm having this call. You gotta get on. I'm having this call. You gotta get on. I'm gonna invite people. I'm gonna go back and watch the previous skills camp and learn how to invite. I ain't teaching that again. Go back and watch the old videos. Right? That's why they're there. That's why they recorded. I'm gonna go learn how to do that. And I'm gonna invite and I'm gonna promote for these calls. And I'm gonna sign 3 people per call. And even if I'm not signing 3 people per call, I'm doing groundwork in between calls, inviting and following up with people. Because if I just do the work, the result has to show up. And I have the belief as well. And I got the goal written down and I'm believing it and I'm seeing it. And I'm doing the work because I got a game plan. I guarantee you, if you document and show me that you've done 12 presentations within your group, you're not a Platinum 1000, I'll give you $100. Matter of fact, I'll give you $1,000. You can't show me. You cannot show me if you did it right. Remember, the goal is to sign up 3 customers. So that's what you got to track. Am I getting my 3 when I do these calls? Right? Now, why do you want to get it done in 30 days? For my people, that's because watch this. It's some people on the call. You're not even far off. You may be 12 away, 15 away, 13 away, 10 away, like whatever. You're not at 0. Like I just gave you the game plan from 0. So now you got to figure out, okay, what do I need to take away from that to go ahead and knock out this goal, right? Or applying this in my business so it's all that my organization sees, so it's all they know. And it's all they know, it's all they do. And if it's all they do, this will be the only thing that duplicates within my organization. Figuring out why they're doing it, getting them paid, and launching, right? Launching. And again, like I said, everybody not gonna launch, it's okay. But here's what you say. I know you just made money, and I think about all the people you know. How many people you know that don't know how to do that? Or how many people you know that right now that have no idea what Bitcoin is, cryptocurrency, don't know what HFX is? Man, everybody. Listen, out of that, everybody, don't you think you can get like 7 to 10 people on the call, like hear what we talking about? Like you can invite 7 to 10 friends on the call, right? Don't you think you can do that? Y'all can do that. All right, bet, perfect. Let's do it. Thursday, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which one you want to do? 9 o'clock is cool. All right, bet. Y'all get the flyer made, however y'all want to do that, and y'all start inviting. Have some ownership in your business. 7 to 10 people do that, Platinum 1000. So I did the numbers. You want to know how many presentations it take to go chairman? 84 to 120. 84 to 120 presentations will break up the chairman 10. That's why I always be saying on these calls, like, bro, you only make money from showing a plan. All the trainings and all that stuff is great, but if you're doing all that stuff and you ain't showing the plan, you ain't launching nobody, you ain't got no business. You got a support group. That's what you got. You got a support group. I didn't sign up to have a support group. I wanted a business, right? Business requires customers. How do I acquire customers at a mass rate? Showing the plan. Not saying there's something wrong with training, but if you're doing more training than you're building and launching, you don't have a business, you have a support group. And that's okay until you figure out, so your level of awareness raised. You only get, the purpose of business is to acquire customers, to produce volume in any business. Because without it, I don't have one. So trainings are great. They retain business. But if I'm training the same people, what am I training for? That makes sense. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know nothing. That makes sense. Drop a yes in the chat box if that makes sense. I just want to know. Because I'm training the same people over and over and over again. Y'all think a job, how, I ain't never had a job before. But how long would you say a job training system lasts? I'm not finna keep training you at this job for 3 months. No, I need to bring in some new people to train. I'm not going to spend my time training you. I'm going to spend my time launching people. And when they're building their businesses, they got teams in their markets, I'm going to train their team. But again, there's a difference between leadership and management. Got to figure out what kind of business you want. But again, there's nothing wrong with training. There's nothing wrong with doing your calls, but make sure you're launching people too, because you can't go chairman off trainings. You're not going to go chairman off, a motivational call every day. No, you're going to go chairman because it's people putting in customers. And my trainings are there to support my customers that we're bringing in. But the majority of my time is bringing new blood in. But why do you want to get that done in 30 days? Because today I had an epiphany. And what my epiphany was is that, I want some more Platinum 1000s to come to Orlando. I want new Platinum 1000s to be there. So it's 15 spots available for, and I already bought the crib. I just showed my wife today. It's crazy. I thought I showed her when I first bought it, but I didn't even show her. I'm be moving so fast. I'm showing her crib. I'm like, yo, this joint is dope. So yeah, you go Platinum 1000 by the 17th. Yeah, you got a spot in the crib. You got a spot in the crib. So you want to get that done. I'm telling you. First of all, the Orlando event about to be crazy. But the foundation that we laid before that event at the Airbnb is going to be crazy too. So if you're somebody that says, I'm one of those 15 chairmen, then you got to be one of those people in the house, right? So if you're new Platinum 1000 that breaks by July 17th, you qualify for the crib. And if we have more people that sponsor 12, less than like Platinum 1000, like we're going to work it out. Like the house is huge. So I'm telling you, it's enough space for everybody. So if you sponsor 12, whatever, and there's like space, then you qualify, right? But this joint is predominant for Platinum 1000s. Because I just feel in my spirit that it's going to be a lot of y'all or a few of y'all that take this and just go do it. 8 to 12 presentations, Platinum 1000. Do it and come back and tell me if it works. But here's the key though. I gotta have an effective presenter. So my presenter can't suck. That's what makes this 3 easy. Now, when you got a good presenter and you got good products, this stuff is easy. You got a confident person showing the plan and they sign up, they got great products and they got your success story. It's easy to sign up 3. But not many people do the work. Guarantee you do the work, you're gonna be a Platinum 1000, right? So we're gonna have 150 people get this done. I don't know who they are. I just know it's gonna be 150 people that do it. How do I know? Because I said it. That's how I know. And then number 2, there's a blueprint, a game plan on exactly how to get it done. And if you ever forget, you can just go watch the recording on YouTube. And then when you start bringing new people in, you'll start sending the call out. Like, yo, you want to build, it's a 2-hour training, but you got to watch it. It's going to give you everything you need to know about building a business. And then you'll start getting them other resources. Then you start having them say, yo, come to this event. Well, oh, because the launch isn't over until people start going through leadership development. Yeah, see, Platinum 1000, that gets you in the door, but it's going to be leadership development that keeps you there. So it's going to come to a point where, you're getting your people that you're working with, your multipliers, your leaders, the right information that can help them grow. You're introducing them to the person that you're working with. You get them to events. You get them to what we call the leadership table, places where other leaders are. Woo! Wow, that was fun. Listen, if you ain't got it by now, I ain't say you ain't gonna get it, but you ain't been paying attention. Because you should have it now. I've been sitting here stewing on this training for a couple of days. And I knew it was gonna be thorough. I called Gio, I said, bro, this is about to be the wildest call you've heard from me in a minute when it comes to this business. Because I already knew. This is one of those calls that we're gonna look back and be like, dang, that changed the whole business. I already know. But the key is going to be in the action though. Because you can't have this beautiful game. Man, this is like Bill Belichick drawing up the perfect game plan. And the player's like, yeah, bro, like, I know it's Bill, but I ain't gonna execute. You just gotta execute. I'm telling you. So just a quick backtrack. Had to sit down and catch my breath. Just a quick backtrack. The first thing that every builder needs to know is that the foundation on which you're building on is more important than what you're actually building. Because if my foundation isn't there, then it's gonna fall apart. So you got the spiritual foundation in terms of the word, but you also need the physical foundation. The physical foundation is how to go platinum 1000. Because when I have the physical foundation of how to go platinum 1000, if I keep duplicating that within my organization, I'm going to become a chairman 10. How do I go platinum 1000? How do I break platinum 1000? Well, the key is the work. What is the work? Well, I need to do 8 to 12 presentations within a person's organization. All 8 to 12 don't need to be with that person, but it has to be in the confines of their organization. People in their specific organization. That's why I have to know how to launch. That's why that skill was there. But to launch effectively, I got to know how to show the plan effectively. All right. But I need people to show the plan too. How do I get people to show the plan too? I got to build my digital footprint online, my brand presence online. Will I join me if I DM me? Like somebody DM'd you. If you DM'd you, would you want to join you? Every builder needs a blueprint and a completion date. So right now you have the blueprint. Now what you have to say is, when am I going to commit to doing that? When am I going to hold myself accountable? What's going to be the date that I hold myself accountable to knocking out 8 to 12 presentations within my organization? What's going to be that date? If you're really serious, you'll focus on getting this done by Orlando. You'll focus on getting this done by July 17th and then coming to the Believe Nation event with a new rank, right? And also, you're going to leave the Believe Nation event with a whole new belief system. So imagine what that's going to do for you. And if you didn't get your ticket, because like we kept saying, they're going to sell out, they sold out, right? So if you didn't get your ticket, what you also will be doing right now, because you know you missed it, you know you can't go unless something just pop up out of thin air. But if I were you, if I didn't get my ticket, I would just go ahead and set my watch party up. I'll go ahead and start figuring out where I'm gonna have my watch party at. Because you don't want to watch this. I'm telling you, you don't want to watch this David stuff by yourself. You want other people watching it with you all 3 days. So you may say, cool, at my house, we're gonna do a Friday at my house. Saturday, we're gonna use bro house. Then it's on Sunday, we're gonna go to sis house and do it and watch it over there. That's what you'll be plotting on right now. Right now, because that's a part of the game plan for you becoming one of those 15 chairmen. It's the events, it's the belief system, right? So you got the game plan, you know the work that it takes, you can calculate the cost, put a date on it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I feel like this was a very I was gonna put this training over like 2-3 days. I said, nah, bro, I just wanna stand my bag all night. So however long it take, the right people, they gonna get it, right? So if you still here, you the person that got it, right? So that was like dope. So that's it, man. Let's do it. Let's have an amazing week. You got this. You got the game plan. You got the play. I'll let my bro Jo say the only thing you got to do now is run it. So with that being said, I love y'all. See y'all at the bank. Good night. God bless you, your family, and your dreams.